Baseball is dead.
Rest in peace.
Hopefully, we're working with the better internet in Seattle for Dallas Braden. Check back in on the Oakland A's. What is the win total up to since the last time we checked? Last time we checked, it was at 10. What are we at?
Not important.
What is it at
We're
now?
making progress. We're making progress.
We haven't checked in 2
we're
weeks.
Getting
what
better
is it now.
I'm watching guys make the adjustments that they're working on in between games, in the cage, on the mound. I'm watching these slow incremental growths occur. So I'm not somebody who's going to get caught up.
Statistical researcher Jake
in the numbers.
What's the Oakland A's win total at right now?
Let me dive into the numbers real quick.
Okay. Last time we checked, I believe it was 10. They had just gotten to double-digit wins about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yep. As of today, it is at 10.
Long season. I don't know what you got. Fucking long season. What are you guys laughing at? Long season.
Hang with them.
Hey, let me tell you this.
Massive.
Let me tell you this. There's not going to be a bigger group of players who just get better together this season than the Oakland A's.
There's a team.
They are a team that is going to get better all together, more so than everybody else will grow together. So that's yeah.
That's all we got. Yeah, they are a team. No one's ever gonna take that away from them. They are a team.
They're on the website.
I honestly wouldn't. I would not be throwing the "nobody's going to try and take that away from them" tag on there.
Thank you, Jay. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah. I didn't want to. I just we're 3 minutes into the podcast, and I already want to get on a plane and punch Jared in the fucking throat as hard as possible.
Yeah. I think people are coming for it, and they are going to take it away. So
yeah, that's true. That's a really good point by you, Jay. I wouldn't have made that connection. There is someone trying to take that away from them, and they're probably going to be successful in that effort, which is unfortunate. Because I love going to the Coliseum. I love going to Oakland, taking in a baseball game at the Coliseum, and apparently a warning shot was fired to my Milwaukee Brewers, which is unbecoming, A. And B, Dallas, you should take personal offense to this too, because the A's were used as the example to be like, don't be like them. The A's are now the standard of like what not to do to like you let your ballpark get so run down. They're like, don't be the Oakland A's. We'll fucking take your baseball team away just like we did to them. The Oakland A's. So Major League Baseball has told the Milwaukee Brewers that they must repair American Family Field to keep it a, quote, MLB quality stadium. No ultimatum was given, but the league pointedly referenced the A's move to Las Vegas during this discussion. So they just hung the A's over the Brewers' head, being like, do you want to be like them? Do you want clean your fucking room, or we're taking away your PlayStation? That's essentially what we were told.
No, that's basically a clean your room or you're going to live with your dad. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's not we're taking anything away from you. It's we will fucking move you. You will not play here anymore.
Yeah.
Is that what you're into? I mean, the one thing that the Milwaukee would have going for them is that it's Bud Selig, who's part of the ownership group. And I remember the last time Bud put a blue ribbon committee together, and I remember how long that took. I think they're still meeting, actually. They're working on the Cisco Field site for the Oakland A's. But that is not it's probably not a good feeling. Probably not a good feeling. And I tell you, it leaves me a little uneasy, Jared, because if you remember a couple of years ago, you and I made some friends at the winter meetings, and I may or may not have been granted access to the slide of Bernie Brewer, which now raises some safety questions for me. I feel like that could have been a wink, wink, nod, nod. This is a way to get rid of this guy. We'll put him on the slide. Don't know how safe it is, and whatever happens, happens. I feel
true.
I'm kind of offended at this point now. I felt like that was an olive branch, a nice gesture from our friends, and instead I feel like it was really they had ulterior motives.
That's like in Dumb and Dumber when they have him go in with like the bulletproof vest. Like, what if he shot you in the face? It's like that was a risk we were willing to take. With Dallas, it's like, God damn, we need a viral moment. How do we get it? We got to get Dallas to go down the slide. What if it collapses? That's just a risk we're willing to take.
Are you not here for theater? Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I want to know though. I want to know. I want to know what the issues are. I want to know what the issues are because if you're talking about the calls.
I've been to it's not I don't know. I can't call it what is it? American friendly fucking family feel, whatever it is. I hate that name. It's so stupid.
My favorite ballpark, American family friendly.
You go there and you're not looking around being like, man, they really need to do some work here. I think it's not the classiest 5-star ballpark you've ever been to, but I've definitely been to worse. Like I very much enjoyed my experience in Milwaukee. Like there was nothing about it where I thought, man, this place needs a complete overhaul. So I'm a little taken aback by the threat. Like we'll turn you into the A's. Like that's serious.
Yeah, what I'm not here for is there just seems like a high level of underappreciation for what the A's have been able to do, which is just roll with the punches. And there's not another ballpark in Major League Baseball that offers you essentially a petting zoo experience while at the baseball game. So what are you complaining about? Look, small animals that you can pet. You got a baseball game going on. You got concerts up in left field going on. You can race Ricky Henderson on the video board inside. Like there's a lot of fun to be had at the Coliseum. So I would really like to know where the
you could fuck about. There. I mean, you're allowed to fuck there.
You get fucked.
Oh, Jesus.
It's true. He's not wrong.
They got something for everyone at the Coliseum.
Yeah, you want
for everyone at the Coliseum.
Yeah. She took homeboy to the field and was like, "Where are we sitting?" She goes, "Oh, today you're getting the luxury box, buddy." But why are we going to the third deck? Because it's my luxury box you're getting, buddy.
We did like some of those videos that we did never saw the light of day. Like me and Dallas recorded, I don't know, 4 or 5 different skits at the Coliseum when no one was there. They were very fun. Like, where are those videos? Because one of them involved me going to the literal tippy top of the farthest point of the stadium. Like, where are those videos? Yeah, like where the fuck are those? Those are very funny, and they just never saw the light of day.
No, I don't know.
We need to find those. They were too good. They were too good. Release the unreleased footage of the Coliseum skits, especially if this is the swan song. If this is it, if we're never gonna get Coliseum content ever again, they basically were like you guys can have your run of the place and use the entire ballpark as your SNL set. And we did.
Yeah, where's the I mean, the fan ripping you on the field is great. I feel like there was a moment in the parking lot where I absolutely
What about tonight? Tonight, Robin! Say something!
Yeah. That I gave you a good tongue lashing in the parking lot. There was the video. I think the video of you like getting your tickets and you're like, yeah, all right, Dallas, let me tickets. It's gonna be great. And you're walking through the Coliseum. They're like, no, it's down there. One more up. I'm like, oh, one. Okay, all right. And then you finally find yourself in center field at the highest point of the Coliseum. Yeah. And there's legitimate wind advisories up there. They tell you like, hey, if you get to the top, don't stand up. Like you will fucking blow over. You'll get blown the fuck over.
Yeah.
You could end up in center field from all the way up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to find those. Those were very funny. I may have not even. They may have never come out. Like, it's not even like they're on the internet somewhere and they just like didn't pop off. I don't even know if they came out, which is kind of crazy.
Solid chance.
Yeah.
They're probably in the same place that our hats are.
Yeah. But anyways, leave Miller Park alone. It's a great ballpark. Great fan.
What if they're like, this beer is stale? I got to do something. You know what? You're going to North Carolina if you don't get your shit together. It's probably nothing at all.
They're talking on the broadcast last night about putting a team back in Montreal. And I was like, as much as I would want to see that, I think it would be cool. I think it would be exciting. I can't imagine that they're one of the top 3 destinations for a Major League Baseball team, assuming that we're pretending that we don't know that a team's going to Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, from what I have gathered and what I understand about the goings on, Vegas has kind of been put in a tough spot as a city because they're kind of being told, hey,
you have to take the A's, and that's a tough spot to be in.
Not necessarily. It's you. I mean, the A's are the team, but it's basically you should probably take Team X because we can't guarantee you expansion. There's some cities that are probably ahead of you in that regard. So if an opportunity to acquire a Major League Baseball team has come up, and your choice is between acquiring a relocated team or acquiring an expansion team, from what I understand, the messaging is one that says you might want to jump at the opportunity to take just any team that comes your way, as opposed to digging in and waiting for expansion.
Yeah. That's kind of like, isn't that like how the Olympics work sometimes, where like cities want the Olympics and they've got to build all this fucking infrastructure without even knowing if they're getting the Olympics?
Well, yeah, it's pretty much you have to have enough money in place to start building that, and then you have to do an even better job of treating all the workers like shit and keeping that under wraps. That's the best way to get your Olympic bid. Because if you don't do that, then there's going to be some human rights things that you're going to have to deal with. The whole like you have to treat people correctly thing, and that seems to really thwart some plans in that regard. So honestly, it's a slippery slope, Jared.
I wouldn't want the Olympics. I remember like that was I can't remember what year it was. I was probably like in high school or middle school at the time, but there was talk of the Olympics, like Boston wanting to put in a bid for the Olympics, and they're like, bro, we have so many one-way streets and our subways don't work. Like how the fuck would we take on the Olympics with how our city is navigated? It's just not possible. And I agree. Keep the Olympics out of Boston. I don't want it.
Just taking everybody to the Olympic Village in a duck boat.
Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you on the Olympics. But yes, please to Blue Moon. Yes, please. Because some beers can say that they're brewed for baseball, but only Blue Moon is brewed by baseball. Beer and baseball, they just go together. No beer goes better than the one that was literally born in a ballpark. Blue Moon was created at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. It's the natural choice for opening day and all season long. This weekend, I will be enjoying a constant stream of Blue Moon because it has been one hellacious week for your boy. Blue Moon makes it all better though, with its refreshing flavor, with Valencia orange peel for a subtle sweetness and hints of coriander. Blue Moon Belgian-style wheat ale is a one-of-a-kind beer that's made brighter. It's carefully crafted and full-flavored with refreshing notes and a smooth, creamy finish. Blue Moon was brewed by baseball to give you a dose of nostalgia and get you excited for the new season. Why strike out with the same old beer when you can get something that's one-of-a-kind? Its bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarees a one-of-a-kind beer experience perfect for spring weather, best served with its signature orange garnish to showcase its beautiful, bright color. A beer this good only comes around once in a blue moon, but you can enjoy it all season long. Bring the ballpark to you with Blue Moon Belgian-style wheat ale. It's a one-of-a-kind every time. Check out shop.bluemoonbrewingcompany.com for beer and baseball merch, or visit get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket to find Blue Moon delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket. Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado Ale. I have a question for you guys. It's a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical, and I want you to think about this. In the spirit of it, we're almost at somewhat getting closer to summer. And during the summertime, there are ballparks around the league that will have, when their team is on the road, they become concert venues. Which artist and in which ballpark would be your dream concert? Any ballpark.
Oh, I tell you right now.
Any artist. Who is it?
Skinnerd Coliseum. Skinnerd Coliseum, dude. Look at shit on YouTube. You've seen that on YouTube? That's a sick video.
Yeah. That's your dream concert. Okay.
That's a sick video, man.
Skinnerd at the Coliseum. Jay, anything come to mind?
I think I'd have to choose Wrigley. I think that would be, or maybe San Francisco. That'd be cool up there on the water. I think I would go. Maybe bring Prince back to life.
Okay.
See a Prince concert out there on the water in San Francisco. That'd be pretty badass.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. Dallas.
I am going Revolution, Iration, stick figure at the Honolulu Bowl.
What the hell is the Honolulu Bowl? That is not a big league ballpark. You fail the exercise.
Oh, big league ballpark.
Yeah.
Big league ballpark. My bad.
Yeah. This guy is on drugs.
Fuck, man. Maybe Pittsburgh just for the backdrop. Like, I'd love to just. Yeah. But I also thought about like San Diego because I think that'd be a pretty sweet vibe as well.
Yeah. I think it'd be pretty cool to take in a concert from the hot tub at Chase Field. That'd be cool.
Ooh.
I've been in that hot tub.
As long as I
What
got
about
to
Mr.
dictate who else joined
305
me
in the
hot tub.
305?
That's true.
What are you throwing in the hot tub, Jay?
I'm saying as long as I get to choose who's in the hot tub. If it's just like random ass people who also bought a ticket, then I don't want to be in the hot tub. Right?
That's a fair point. Yeah. Especially if you're going to be in a hot tub with people who are never going to get out of the hot tub after drinking for 4 or 5 straight hours.
Just absolute disgusting slob freaks.
Boil it, just a bowl of boiling piss at that point.
Jake, what do you got?
I've been in the hot tub at the Kane County Cougars game. Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
Oh,
yeah.
Give me Lil Wayne at Fenway Park.
Lil Wayne at Fenway Park. Notorious, huge Red Sox fan, Lil Wayne.
Oh, see, then you know what? If that's the case, then I got to bring back Pac, and we're going to the Coliseum.
What do you mean?
Well, you guys are bringing back dead people and shit. I mean, I thought we were operating within a fucking we got Skinner.
I said,
we
what
got
is your dream concert?
Jay Hayes bringing back.
Dream.
I mean,
Dare to dream. Dare to dream.
I said, what's your dream concert? Which obviously indicates that it could be dead or alive at a major league ballpark. And you said, I want to see a Bob Marley knockoff band at a fucking football stadium.
Whoa. Easy.
That's what you just said.
Easy, pal.
That's what you said.
Easy.
That's what you said. That was your pick.
Put some respect on the genre. Put some respect on the names.
No, they should put some respect on Bob Marley.
Oh, they do.
They would.
Plenty of
They
respect.
would be bagging groceries
Plenty of respect
without him. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true. That is true. He paved the way. Respect. Respect Bob Marley.
All right. Well, I'm also going to the Pac concert at the Coliseum. So there's that.
The what?
The Pac concert at the Coliseum.
I thought you said the pot convention.
Tupac.
Well, that's Pac. Tupac. Tupac Shakur. For those who don't know. Yeah, that'd be cool. Those are some good picks. John Kruk was pissed off. Did you see this?
Yes, he was. And rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, the guy doesn't.
What,
There's 2 rosin bags in the mound. Apparently, a rosin bag is a distraction these days. I don't know.
What are we doing now? Oh, God.
You got to move the rosin bag.
Hey, now which one? You got 18 of them out there. Oh.
John, watch it.
You would think, is he throwing sidearm? Is his hand dragging the ground? Is his knuckles grabbing the ground? Then how in the hell does that rosin bag cause a
I
distraction?
really don't know.
Unfreaking real.
He goes,
Oh. I think Jay and I truly appreciate this because we know that man. Like know him personally. Yeah, he is one of the most beautiful humans I have come across in this game when it comes to just saying what is ever on his mind. Like he is not pulling punches, but I'm with him. And there was no explanation to the fans in the building. There was no explanation to the fans at home what was going on. I get it. I understand the frustration. It's just funny. I appreciate this, man. This is what a home team announcer is supposed to be doing. Like, he's like, what the, just kind of being a little crotchety, a little pissed off. Yeah, I get it. The fucking rosin bags. Come on. Strike gets called. Ball gets called. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Jay,
is there a reason why there's 2 rosin bags? Is that one for each person?
Yeah. Yes. There's your rosin bag, and then there's my rosin bag.
Is that
Get
a
your
COVID
hands
thing?
off.
I feel like I never saw that before.
Yep.
It is a COVID thing?
Yep.
Okay. Jay, do you get any good Kruk stories?
I would just say about Krucky that like there were very few people who were as compelling on baseball TV as he was when he was locked in and engaged. And I think it's great that he's gone to the Phillies, and I love listening to him on the broadcast because I think he's plugged in there in a way that I don't think he was inclined to be on the national level anymore. Yeah, I love him. At his best, there's very few are as good as him, I think.
Dude, we when I first did the Little League World Series, and like Krucky was already in the trailer, just kind of sitting down, and he loves the Little League World Series. He loves doing it. It can grind on you a little, especially if you're a guy like Kruk who's been doing it for a while. But he was just kind of settling in for another run in Williamsport. And I remember walking through the trailer and like his eyes lit up, and he got up, gave me a big old hug. And because we had just worked together back in the studio like a couple weeks before that. And he was like, "Oh man, I didn't know you were going to be out here." And for the next like 45 minutes, it's just me and Kruk in the trailer talking about Little League. Like how much fun he's had doing this over the course of his career, how much fun he had in Little League. We were telling Little League stories. It was just, I was like, dude, like, are me and fucking Kruk really outside right now ripping heaters talking Little League? This is fucking awesome. He's so cool. And I love the fact that he's like, you know what? Fuck the hair. Fuck all. I'm wearing a baseball hat. I'm going to wear a Phillies hat on the broadcast. I might wear a hat of my favorite barbecue joint this week. Like I'm going to call baseball, and you're going to like it, and I'm going to be me.
Love Kruk. Love Kruk. We get some Twitter drama unfolding right now. I'm not involved. I'm not. I have.
Are you bringing up the beef again?
No. I'm not involved. Actually, there's a thread. There's a thread in the Baseball is Dead Reddit page this morning. It was like, I don't care about his tweet beefs and blah, blah, blah. And I just commented, shut the fuck up. Like, imagine if Joe Rogan got into a beef with a UFC fighter and he just didn't talk about it on his show. Like, it'd be one thing if I was like, yeah, man, so I went to fucking Kowloon and I got in this beef with this dude I went to high school with. It's like, We are a baseball podcast. I'm a baseball podcaster, and I got into a Twitter beef with a baseball player. Feel like that's relevant to the show. If you don't think so, go fuck yourself, dude. Marcus Stroman is in a Twitter beef. So shockingly, another person who just never gets in Twitter beefs. He's in one right now, or I don't even know that it's a beef. It's gonna be one sided because the other person, I don't even know if they have working internet in their house. Mad Dog Russo. So apparently, they have. They is in like I think the first tweet is from Adam Jones listening to Sad Dog complain about Marcus Stroman showing passion in a big start, even in May against the Mets, his former team and home city, and shoved by going 8 innings. Sad Dog, shut the fuck up. And then Marcus Stroman said, Sad Dog is trash. Not a single athlete respects that clown. He's a dinosaur who has to scream to get his point across. Pure comedy at this point. And to that I say, this is why I want to be retired by like 42 the latest. I do not want to be fucking 58 years
in the
old.
group chat.
Screaming about baseball and having like 28-year-old MLB players being like, this fucking old ass whiny bitch. Like I can get away with it. I probably got like a good 6 years left. Like that's it. I
had a fucking kid drop a sir. I had a kid drop a sir on me 4 days ago, whatever, right before his big league debut. I just want to let you know, man, it's an honor to meet you, sir. Like this. And I was like, hold the fuck on.
Hit you with the sir?
Stop that shit. Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, yeah, no. Don't ever fucking say that to me again.
No. I mean, if I get hit with a
That's
Mr.
disrespect.
Carabas, I'm like, that's my dad, man.
Yeah. So what's the, it's a respect thing, but I get it. I want them to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So what's this about? Like, so Stro was,
I think Mad Dog Russo was, I'm assuming because I haven't seen the clip, he was probably saying like, why was Stro so fired up in a start against May? And it's like, bro, he's pitching against the Mets. And we all know he hates the Mets and their fans. I'm assuming like he always like comes after Mets fans, or Mets fans always come after him. It's kind of like a two-way street. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with even if it wasn't the Mets. Like I think everyone's piecing together like, hey, this is his hometown team.
well, that would be even more of a reason.
Yeah, but like
that's
it wasn't
more of a reason.
If Marcus Stroman was pitching against the St. Louis Cardinals and he was shoving for 8 innings, he's going to get fired up. Like that's what he does. Yeah. So I don't know. And taking issue with a player getting fired up for performing well is just weird behavior. Like who cares if it's May? It's like this is the big league. You can't get called up to a higher level. You're pitching against the best talent in the world. You're pitching well against the best talent in the world. Why can't you get fired up about that? It's just it's a weird take to have. Like
it's because but Jared, it's because the older crowd has not learned how to differentiate your personal excitement for your personal
Ron
performance.
Guidry never would have done this. Back in the day, Ron Guidry went out there and he pitched his 8 innings against the St. Louis Cardinals. He wouldn't have been pumping his head.
Yogi Bear, he's going to keep his head down behind the plate. He's not out there to ruffle any feathers. He just wants to make a play. He's trying to be a captain. He's not saying, look at me. I want the bright lights on me. Huh?
It's a tired exercise. It's an intentional effort to not understand the players that are a part of the game that you're covering these days. And just having fucking feel. It's an intentional effort, though. But see, when we talk about stuff like this, I hope you understand that the suits are going Mr. Burns, just wrapping their fingers, going, "Oh yes, yes." Because if you look at the network and how they distribute their television, there's a reason he's on right in the middle of the day, and there's a reason that he's on. Period. And I've always said this. Don't take away from what the man has done in the business. You cannot take away from his legendary status. That is what it is. And you'd be ignorant to do that as a listener. On the other side of that, though, you are able to assess and analyze how things are going at the current moment. And maybe that's different from how things were 25, 30 years ago for this man. because there doesn't seem to be any sort of effort to adapt and evolve and understand the game and its evolution this day and age. And you're still covering these players. So that's where the disconnect occurs for me. If you can't, for 1 minute, understand everything we just said about the Marcus Stroman situation and piece that together and realize why there might be emotion, then why do I need to take the time to explain to somebody who's been calling the game or covering the game for 40 fucking years that big leaguers don't care if it's May 24th? When they're getting outs and shoving it up somebody's ass, they're going to be excited about that. Justifiably so. Why? Because this is the big leagues, and it's really fucking hard to play really awesome baseball day in and day out. And when it happens, you should celebrate it.
Yep. Facts.
But isn't it kind of like a Mad Bum thing where we need a fucking guy saying a bunch of dumb shit?
Yes,
like
yes,
I
yes.
love it. I love that. I love Mad Dog saying dumb shit 24/7. It's hilarious.
Yeah, like if there was another old head trying to take over for what Mad Dog is doing right now, or if there was anybody trying to do what he like, it would get snuffed out. It would fall on deaf ears. And that's because Mad Dog has the dirt under his spikes, whether folks like it or not. So as much as I like I jokingly said, because he was ranting about, I forget, but I was like, really, like, is it not time to take Old Yeller out back? Like, come on, man. Like the dude is like, we're running him out there, but it's for a reason. It's to drum up this. And it's because there is a very large demographic of people who still feel the way about the game that he feels. And so as a business entity, would it be wise to remove this fixture that caters to that demographic that helps keep your boat afloat? It wouldn't be wise on their part.
Well, I mean, who would you rather have go in there on First Take and talk to a guy like Stephen A. Smith? Do you want Jeff Passan to like go in and make sense and be like, well, here's how it really is? Or do you want Mad Dog to just spew and say, oh, WBC is bullshit, Shohei sucks, and Mike Trout's not even good anymore, and and like cause some
Chaos.
viral moment? I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, that's way better just because it's entertaining.
I agree.
And that's really all.
But that's what tires people out too, though. Like if I know that every time I turn it on, like this is what I'm getting, I'm not getting any real thoughtful insight here. I'm going to get a rant on the 77 Mets. I'm going to get, some tired shit on a Charlie Huff. Who knows? But like, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything relative, and I'm not getting anything impactful as far as the current state of the game goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another good point. It's like, at the same time, you can't fault anyone for being like, no, you're an idiot. Like, that's wrong. Because that is the point.
They're asking you to suspend reality for just a moment while you take this product in, so that we can, appease the demographic, and then we can try to do things how we think we would normally want to do them. The whole making sense thing.
Yeah, making sense is the best. But also when you got Mad Dog Russo just making waves, that's entertainment. You can say it's cheap heat going out there. It's like old wrestling trick. You just go out there and talk shit about the city that you're in. It's like, that's easy. Cheap heat. Mad Dog Russo. Oh, this guy's happy. Oh, he just performed well. I hate that. It's very easy to get cheap heat when you're Mad Dog Russo. It's May. You gotta act like you've been there before. You gotta look at the calendar. It's May. It's May.
You're not allowed to have any fun until after the All-Star break. We know this. And if your team is nowhere near the front of the line, then why the fuck are you out there having fun?
Dallas's version of Mad Dog sounds like one of those old-timey paperboy guys.
Yeah. You gotta look at the calendar. It's May. You gotta save that energy for October. That's even if you get there. Bruce, what do you got?
I'm willing to bet that Mad Dog was an old-timey paperboy. There's like a 90% chance that he was a paperboy in the 1962.
I was a paperboy.
You're getting a little too excited for ball games way before October. We can't have that. Let me hear your thoughts.
What accent is
Right,
this?
right. Tell asshole. I don't know.
Yeah, so that did pop up. Had to hit on that. Hey, did you hear? There's a new streaming service called Max, Dallas. Speaking of Max, we might have to call him later in the show. Yeah. The new streaming service is called Max. It's a sure bet with everything on HBO Max, including HBO, the DC Universe, Adult Swim, together with TLC, Discovery, Food Network, and more. Max really has some of the best content out there. I mean, it's literally something for everyone in my household. I live by myself. So Max is where we all win, Dallas. Max, the one to watch. Obviously, there's a subscription required. Visit max.com. Sign up today. All the content that you need. I feel like that's like, I'm just going to call Max to see if he answers. Just because I'm just going to tell him, hey, we got you a sponsor. we sponsored your segment. It's called
sorry,
Max.
the person
He's probably got the do not disturb. You get a call twice.
Ain't no way.
Hey, we got you a sponsor.
A what?
Yeah, we sponsored your segment today.
No way. What is it?
Max is brought to you by Max.
Okay.
Yeah, did you hear that there's a new streaming service? It's called Max, and it's a sure
Oh,
bet.
yeah.
Yeah, with everything on HBO Max, including HBO, the DC Universe, Adult Swim, together with TLC, Discovery, Food Network, and more. Max really has some of the best content out there. It has something for everyone. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
And my Twitter.
and Max's Twitter.
Yeah.
So Max, did you get back into the podcast game or no?
Yeah, low key. I did my toes back in the water like slightly. I told myself I was I'm just gonna be a fan. I'm not gonna worry about views or comments. Or
That's
nothing.
a good
I'm
strategy.
just a
Yeah,
fan.
if you don't give a
I'm
shit
just a
about
fan, bro.
the views, then you probably that's a good business model.
Bro, I don't care about t-shirt sales. I don't care about getting on the field. Nothing. I'm just a fan, bro. I'm just a mad fan.
I appreciate
Well, we're good
that.
now, so we're balling. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim last night completed the sweep of the Boston Red Sox 3-game series. You had a game where Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout both hit home runs. The Red Sox feeble lineup made your dog shit starting pitching look excellent for some reason.
rude.
Mickey Moniak, a former 1-1, he's hitting like 440 with like an OPS over 1,000.
With righties, I think. No lefties.
Yeah, no lefties. And
He's
then,
not the lefty player.
And then Nito, he's your number 9 hitter. He's got his fucking leg kick up to his left leg goes up to his right ear with his leg kick.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but I think Zach Neto's cool and all, but the internet's buzzing saying we should trade our whole farm for Tim Anderson. So
you want
there's that going on.
Tim Anderson on the Angels?
They said we should get rid of everything to get Tim Anderson, and that'll propel us to the World Series.
Oh, okay. All right.
People are saying.
How would you? We're about a quarter into the season. How would you grade the Angels season to this point? Are you kind of like, this might be the worst place to be because you're not in a playoff spot, so you're not making Shohei happy, but you're close to a playoff spot to where you can't trade him? Is this the worst possible thing that could happen to the Angels right now?
Bro, he's happy. Did you see him last night with those Taiwanese that dance club?
Yeah, he was super happy because he got to meet Alex Cora. He was hanging out with Masataka Yoshida.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. Did you not see the video?
No, last night was big in the Angels Twitter. So last year, I don't know if you guys remember, it took us 25 days to get from win 27 to win 28. I don't know if you guys remember that. So win 28 is a big, I thought about this last night.
It's like a microcosm of the Yankees trying to win another World Series.
Yeah, win 28 is big. So now every year that we have 27 wins, right? Win 28, I'm going to make that opening day part 2.
Okay.
So We got win 28 last night at the first crack. It didn't take 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it was. We didn't have to fire a manager. He didn't get a mohawk, all that. So very like, it's a great like time to call. It's a great message. Like, cause we just got win 28 last night. We might as well like just wrap it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
wrap it up.
dude, we're feeling good right now. You know, they were saying we couldn't beat teams over 500. Did that. Everybody's balling. The games were like Trout and Ohtani go yards. That's just like, where's the tungsten nerds at?
Is that like, so like Joey was talking about that the other day, where a game where the Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani both homer, but the Angels win. What is that called? Like, that's got to be called something.
Yeah. That's
So when they don't homer.
Like it's not like a tungsten game. Then what is it?
Fuck, I don't call it the, I don't know, the fucking baseball's dead game, bro.
I mean, you need to take the reins on that. You need, like, if you're going to be the Angels guy, if you're going to be like the Angels representative of the podcast, and you are like a figure on Angels Twitter, you kind of have to take it back. Like, I know that Angels fans hate the tungsten arm O'Doyle thing. So that's what people do to make fun of the Angels. Well, when Shohei and Trout both homer and the Angels win, that's got to be called something too. So you really need to think on that.
Well, now I feel like you're just making me do homework for something that could easily get blown up in like 2 months.
That's true. I mean, they might trade him like next month.
You're putting me on the railroad tracks here just to get run over.
I was actually told off the record by somebody that last trade deadline, there was let's just call it a very good team with a very good farm system that offered 6 of their top 10 prospects for Shohei Ohtani, and the Angels said no. So you may find yourself in a position where you guys are like, no, we're going to go for it. And then you don't even make the playoffs, and then Shohei walks, and you could have had, like, you could have just in one trade acquired the best farm system in baseball, and instead you get no Shohei and no prospects.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. We swept the Red Sox and we're feeling dandy, but I'm got my eyes like over the horizon, ready for that kick in the nuts.
Yeah.
I'm not. You're not going to catch me by surprise.
You're probably the most realistic Angels fan that I know. Yes or no? This is my final question to you.
Fuck, bro. Come on, don't do this.
Yes or no? Did the Angels make the playoffs this year? Yes or no?
Bro, you're like asking fucking Paul Revere, like, hey,
yes.
Are you going to tell everybody that the British is coming? Like, don't make me beat Paul Revere, bro.
Yes or no? Are the fucking Angels making the playoffs this year?
Oh, are they making I thought you were going to ask me if fucking he was leaving.
Well, he's obviously leaving. Are you making? Yeah, everyone knows.
He's got to come like third place in the AL East. That's what'll get it done.
Okay. All right.
So if you could just fall in like that third place spot, wherever like the Yankees or whatever's going to be, like you can get it for sure.
Okay. All right, Max.
I thought you were going to ask me if he was leaving. He's not leaving.
Everyone knows he's leaving. No one knows if they're making the playoffs. That's the question.
People are comparing this to your prior, like when your old job. They're like, "Is Jared leaving?" And I was like, "No, he's not. He's not fucking leaving."
That was surprise. We've been.
I was surprised. You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, are you guys Baniacs?
Are we what?
Are you a Baniac?
You're goddamn right.
Yeah. I thought you liked that. I was hoping we can get that started.
Hell yeah.
A Baniac.
I'm behind you.
There's a lot of Baniacs out there that who's next closest, Jay? How long do we gotta wait? He's researching.
Did he ask me? You cut out for me, so I didn't hear if he said something.
I asked who should we be on like Bane's meter watch for? Like who could be next?
Well, it's a guy in the middle infield, also plays in what they like to call the Big Apple.
Oh, okay.
And it's not Anthony Volpe.
No, it sure isn't. Sure isn't.
Give him another year.
Lindor season?
It might be. I don't like to totally spoil it before it comes because
is he a leader or not?
He's going to be leading Harold Baines soon. Shit.
Yeah. All right, Max. What's your Twitter?
Max Air Jordan 1. Follow that, please.
Max Air Jordan 1. If you're an Angels fan, you're a baseball fan. Follow Max. Max, as always, brought to you by Max.com.
I like that.
Great. All right. Thank you, Max.
All right, yeah. Shout out Joey for doing the Rendon video.
What
Let's
Rendon
go.
video? What the fuck did you do?
It's not
Joe?
gonna. I didn't make any
You did
video
a
about
Rendon
Rendon.
video.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got
you did.
roasted. I said he got suspended 8 games. I got this one guy DMing me slurs, homophobic slurs, because I got the amount of games wrong. I said he got suspended 8 games.
My
It was
bad.
only a
I'll-
4-game
I'll
suspension.
I'll call him off. I'll tug on that leash. Sorry.
Yeah, keep the Angel fans in check there.
My bad. All right. Thanks for that video. See you
All
guys.
right. Bye, Max. That's Max right there. The face of Angels Twitter. They're a delusional bunch over there. They think there are Angel fans.
I
who
feel
legitimately think he's
so
coming back.
bad. I feel so bad for whoever gets traded for Ohtani.
Well, he's gonna have a bunch of buddies.
You're not
with him.
living up to that.
No, but like
That's fine.
with the
But
Mookie Betts trade,
if you're
Alex
the main
Verdugo,
piece,
it's like you're not. If you're Alex Verdugo, you know you're not living up to Mookie Betts. And like there were 2 other people like Connor
Yeah.
Wong and Jeter Downs, who's already designated for assignment. But like if you're getting traded for Shohei, you're coming over with like 5 other top prospects. Like there's going to be no one
that's
main
fine.
piece where it's like I'm the
My
guy that got
point-
traded for Shohei.
No, the Verdugo thing is what it is because he was never going to be Mookie Betts per se. But does he have the opportunity to grow into that? Yes. Why? Because no. I'm not saying will he, and I'm not saying talent wise. I'm saying does he have the opportunity to fulfill whatever it was that Mookie left behind? The answer is yes. He's a position player. He could play as well as Mookie played, and he could fulfill that hole of production. That is possible. Is it likely? That's a different story. Is it possible for anybody to come in and replace what Shohei is doing? No, it's not. It's not possible. You're not going to be able to do it. So that's why I feel really fucking bad for the main piece in a 6-piece nugget that is offered back to whomever might be landing Shohei. The other 5 nuggets very well may be stale, cold, chewy, not taste very good at all. And the one nugget that's supposed to be the prize nugget, no matter how hard that individual tries, will only ever be half the player that Shohei Ohtani is on their best day.
You just keep the nuggets to me, all right, buddy?
That's facts.
That's a tough spot to be.
Yeah, you know where else is a tough spot to be? The Minnesota Twins, who saw not 1 but 2 teams sign Carlos Correa and then say, well, that's actually a bad idea, and then get out of the deal. And then in year 1, Carlos Correa is off to his worst season ever, and now is diagnosed with plantar fasciitis and a muscle strain in his left foot.
Now, here's the question. Is that the same foot/ankle that there were questions surrounding?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. What is?
Well, I mean,
what was his
that's
bad ankle?
like the
That's
whole
important. It's important to know. It's important
yes,
to know.
that's
It's important to know.
extremely
Extremely
important. We
Extremely
can't
important
just blow past like, oh yeah, it actually was the same ankle. It was the same foot actually. Like
Well,
you don't want to just blow
plantar
past.
Even if you got a bad ankle, that's not plantar fasciitis. Like that's in the foot.
No,
Well,
but
I
you
got it's the other foot.
Yeah,
It's
Okay,
the other foot.
So no, but Jared,
Mhm.
you need to understand. I'm sure you know this. Let me just remind you that when one part of your body is ailing,
Oh,
the
yeah,
rest
you're
of your body.
compensating. Yeah.
So injuries are absolutely connected and linked together. That's why
Yeah.
I asked if this was the same foot, because that would be the ultimate ha! Told you so from the other 2 teams. But it's not. It's on the completely other wheel. So it's not an issue at all. Unless you want to say, well, maybe his other foot's barking a little and he hasn't said anything about that. And now this foot's the one taking the brunt of it. And now this is pop. Like, if you want to be that person, go ahead, feel free. I'm not going to be. But that's why it does matter.
Yeah, that's why Kenley Jansen has back problems because his fucking balls are so big.
fucking hear that, man.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you what's the concern level for Carlos Correa? I mean, it's not like you're the Minnesota Twins, you're playing a dog shit division. Are the guards a threat to now? I mean, it's not even like oh man, how are we gonna push forward without all the help that Carlos Correa has given us this year? He's hitting 213 with a 699 OPS. Obviously, he's a very good defender, but the Minnesota Twins have a 2.5 game lead, which should be much larger. The Minnesota Twins are 26 and 24. They're 2 games over 500 in first place. They have a plus 45 run differential. The second place Tigers have a negative 49 run differential. They are still somehow separated by just 2.5 games, which is outrageous.
Right. Well, so look at it this way. As of right now, and this goes for I would say, and I haven't looked at the standings, but I would venture to guess this goes for maybe half the divisions. Is there more than 6 games worth of separation between fourth place and first place in this division?
5.5. The White Sox, by the way, might be back. The White Sox might be back. The fourth place White Sox are 5.5 back right now.
Okay, so they're 5.5 back. What about other divisions, just for sake of the exercise? Because I would look it up, but I don't want to fucking.
The Seattle Mariners are 6 games back. The Phillies are 7 games back. The Cardinals and the Reds are both 6 games back in a last place tie, but whatever, fourth place. And the Padres are 8 games back.
All right. So with all of that understood, is there a division outside of the Central where you feel like the team at the bottom of that list, so the team that's 6.5 out, could very well win the division that they're in? Like for the Mariners, could the Mariners very well win the AL West? I mean, we understand some things have to happen.
Yeah, that the Mariners are good. The Mariners are better than their record. I will say yes. Like
could the Cardinals come back? Could the Cardinals come back and conceivably win their division?
Yes.
How about the Phillies? Probably not.
No.
And then what other division did you say was that way? The Central? The Central.
Padres. The Padres are 8 back. They're 5 games under.
Yeah, well, see, that's why in my head I had it at 6, just because as we start to get to 8-10 games, we're talking, we need a 2-week swing. So in that division in the American League, is there a player on any one of those teams where if they're not healthy, that greatly impacts their chances at the postseason more so than Correa on the Twins?
Soto.
Jose Ramirez.
Joe Ram for Cleveland?
We're talking fourth place teams. They're second place team.
Oh, just fourth place teams.
Yeah.
No one close to Correa.
Soto.
What, in terms of like what one player does for an entire roster?
Yeah, if you take,
Soto has people around him.
There's no question. Soto's
He's got people around him.
More important to the Padres than Correa is to the Twins. Correa
no. You guys are. Let's get back to the Central though. Let's get back. I asked that question just to take stock of where those fourth place teams were in conjunction to the leader of their division, and I asked that so that we could maybe gauge what this division really looks like. Like, do any of us feel like the Chicago White Sox just cannot win this division at all? Like it's a done deal. The White Sox are out. Does anybody feel that way?
Yeah. I mean, like, yes. Yes. I think if you're considering all factors, they're more than likely going to be sellers if they're still in fourth place. So
is there somebody on that team that if they were not healthy, there's just no shot? Let's say the White Sox, let's say, Jared, you feel differently about them. Is it Lou Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. Correa is the one dude on this team that they just cannot afford to not have, and they cannot afford to not have playing well. But because the strength of the division, it makes it. It was.
I actually disagree. He hasn't played well to this point, and they're winning the division. And I would say Byron Buxton is the analogy to to Luis Robert if we're going to make that comparison, because Buxton has been more valuable on a games played perspective than Carlos Correa for the entirety of Carlos Correa's tenure with the Twins. I think
no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, it's less so with him not being the defensive impact that Luis Robert is, or that Buxton used to be. But like, I don't know whether to be encouraged by the Correa thing, because they're 2 games above 500 and they're the best team in the division without him, or because he's played so poorly and they just inked him to a $200 million deal. It's like, I feel like it cuts both ways.
Well, that's why I just kind of wanted to flush this Correa thing out, is because he's not playing well, because he is not producing, and they are in the position they're in. Was there somebody else in this division that you feel like, oh man, if they start to get hot? So when Lou Bob gets hot, like he's been hot, like he was,
he's been hot.
Right? Let's like a month and a half of that kind of production, like, because guys can get hot like that. Does that turn the team around while Correa is struggling? But if he doesn't turn it around, does any team in this division have that guy that can carry them?
I'm gonna end up looking this up for real, because I want to know when he got benched. That's like another guy, Javi Baez. He got benched and then he turned the season around. We haven't heard much about him in like the last couple weeks or so. Luis Robert was benched on what, April 3rd? No, April 29th. So since April 30th, what's the White Sox record? Let's find out. I know I think that they're above 500 like the last couple of weeks here. All right, so April 30th, when Lou Bob took off. Today's what, May 25th. The Chicago White Sox as a team, 14-9. 14-9. Same record as the Angels. They've been better than the D-backs, who everyone loves. Better record than the Rays, which is kind of crazy. Better record than the Braves. Whoa. Braves 12-10 over their last 22. But yeah, the White Sox are tied with the Angels for the 7th best record in baseball since they benched Lou Bob and he took off.
They're back, dude. And they're about to play a 4-game series against the Tigers. They might just be the best team in the division at the end of the series.
Yeah, but the Tigers aren't playing bad baseball. The Tigers are right there.
I think they're all playing bad baseball, for being honest, guys. Like, like, how much credit can we really give the Tigers? We get it. They're in second place. No one expected them to be it.
No, they have like a negative 50 run differential.
The Javier Baez turned his season around thing just gets more and more depressing the longer it goes on. Like, he has a 723 OPS since he was benched. Like, the standard for him turning his season around was so goddamn low.
Well, he fell off a cliff recently again because
That's
was
because
like
he's bad. That's because he's bad.
Yeah.
The reason you bench somebody when they have a 328 OPS, which is what happened, is because it cannot go lower. It can only go
because they
higher.
have a 328 OPS. That's
Right.
why they got benched.
Right. And you know what's more likely to happen? It's going to go up, then it's going to go down, because there's nowhere to go from down from 328. Javier Baez desperation. It stinks.
I just
like I understand what it's like to be in a spot where numbers, as much as they might not be attractive, can offer some silver linings though. Like, right, like the A's are at a point where you win 1 out of 3 games and your winning percentage goes up.
Yeah, you guys are doing good. I just want to give the White Sox some love. That's all. I feel like everyone consider the White Sox dead and buried, and that's just simply not the case. They've been playing winning baseball for the month of May. They're winning
at the beginning of this question, you just said they have no chance. They're done.
Well, they have no chance. Yeah, so they have no chance to win the division. That doesn't mean that they're not having a good month. Both can be true. Like the A's,
Jared, do the White Sox have a chance? Do the White Sox? No fucking chance. 0 fucking chance. But hey, also would just like to shout out the White Sox. Just wanted to show you some love. Let you guys know I'm thinking of you.
That is just a failure to recognize that both things can be true. No, they don't have a chance to win the fucking division. Yes, they've had a good stretch of games here. That's all.
They did put themselves in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah.
Pretty bad spot. Doesn't get as bad as what it was. They lost 9 in a row, benched their best player.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, Jared, they're back. But there's no chance.
You said. Like you said. You know who else is back? Zack Hample.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you see this, Dallas? He
did.
caught another Cedric Mullins home run.
I hope you guys have your apologies in order.
You're going to apologize to him?
I have no reason to apologize. I've always supported Hample.
I don't think you have.
What? Play the clip.
I don't think.
Yeah, I think Joey might be the biggest Hample Carabas out there.
Apparently,
that's
I'm
not
negative.
fair to
You
me.
can't even call it that.
Listen, but Dallas was, having some good jokes. I sat here, I laughed it up. It was funny. Ha ha ha. Hample, but listen, I respect the man who catches home run balls, and if he does it twice in the same week, the same player, and then you can't tell me that's not impressive.
You know what that means, Jared?
What's that mean? Bullying works.
That Joey's the Hample guy now. Joey's the Hample guy now. Joey's the Hample guy
Always
tonight,
happened. I read his book. Every night, dude. I read his fucking book, dude. I'm a fucking Hample stan.
God, what is wrong?
I read his book page,
Zack Hample wrote
cover
a
to
book?
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Amazon. It's Barnes and Noble. Every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I love the playing to the camera though. The fucking like it's a candid shot. Like he's looking off and hey, and this ball, or whatever the fuck is. I just couldn't even.
So,
I couldn't believe. Oh god, it was just
for
so
anyone that's
fucking
confused.
so corny.
Let me see if I can find our clip talking about it.
JJ, the Cedric Mullins kid. You're not gonna. I'm the Cedric Mullins guy tonight. You're not gonna give that ball to JJ. Who's JJ? I don't know.
The
JJ.
Mullins guy.
I'm the Mullins guy tonight.
Here's our own clip breaking down the situation. This dude, AJ Rodriguez, he's a Twitch streamer, huge baseball fan, and he's like known as like the Cedric Mullins guy. The Orioles had him out as a guest of honor. He's confined to a wheelchair. He met Cedric Mullins on the field before the game. It was his night. And he was just like, man, if only Cedric Mullins could hit a home run, this would be the icing on the cake. Cedric Mullins hits the home run. And guess who catches it? Zack Hample. And a fan comes up to him and says this.
Oh, we got the guy who caught the Mullins home run. You going to give it to AJ? You got to give it to AJ. You got to go find him down there. Come on.
Give it to AJ?
AJ, the Mullins kid.
The Mullins kid? I don't
Mullins guy. Oh.
I'm the Mullins guy tonight.
Oh, Zach. I love it. When I hear that, I only hope he was doing this, like with two thumbs pointing at himself. Tonight, I'm the Mullins guy. He does sound like just a fucking weaselly. Well, tonight, I'm the Mullins guy. And Dad. Like, you little fucking twerp.
So this the whole situation goes viral. And Zack Hample, who just has a knack for being the guy that catches home run balls, and he caught that Cedric Mullins homer, and lo and behold, he catches another Cedric Mullins home run, and he tweets out a video. The caption says, "Coming out of Twitter retirement for one quick message," and then he added AJ. And he said, "AJ, this Cedric Mullins home run ball is for you. Get in touch and I'll send it to you." And then here's the video.
Well, just caught another Cedric Mullins home run. My 90th during games that I've ever caught. And I'd like to offer this baseball to little man, AJ. I apologize for what I said last week in Baltimore. I think that was really just a big misunderstanding. But if you'd like this baseball, I would like for you to have it. So get in touch with me. If anybody out there knows Little Man, make sure that he sees this. And that's pretty much it. I'm really not on Twitter much anymore, but just wanted to jump on and post this message for everyone. So take it easy.
How do you hate that guy, Jared?
How do you
hate that guy? How do you not have that guy on your fucking Christmas card list?
Like the whole thing is, hey, if anyone out there knows AJ, have him get in touch with me. I'll give him the baseball. It's like, bro, you tagged him in the tweet. You could have just sent him a DM and been like, hey, I caught the ball. I want you to have it. But you wanted to put out a video so that everyone can be like, oh, thank you, Zack Hample. You did it. You did it. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Zach. You're this baseball savior. Like, hey, AJ, if you want this baseball, get in touch with me. Yeah, reach out to old Zachy, and I'll give you the baseball. Like, what?
Yeah, dude, because every time he goes on Twitter, he's getting attacked. What do you think?
Because he sucks, Joe. He sucks.
I get it. I get it. He's kind of corny. Like he's kind of, I get it. I get it. Like I just don't like it. I mean, like,
he's just come on. He's
that's my point. That's my point, though. It's like, I get it.
Yeah,
he's not a bad guy, though. He's just
Mugatu. Oh, maybe you can get a hold of him, and I will give him this ball from bases, this baseball, if you can find him.
Yeah.
Zack Hample did nothing wrong. The guy caught a Cedric Mullins home run ball. Someone came up to him, said, give it to AJ. He didn't know who AJ was.
The Mullins guy.
Was the guy
Not him.
And everyone loves... Everyone loves to shit on him, so he got shit on.
I am the Cedric Mullins guy. Tonight and every night. AJ, how's your fucking baseball?
Also, he could have gave him the first one. He's like that. The
Very
whole
easily.
point is,
It's my night.
Like,
it's the night I'm being celebrated.
It was his fucking birthday. He's like, well, I had to catch another one. You can have this one, peasant. The first one's all mine. Like, if he found out about AJ's story and really wanted to do a nice thing, he would have given him the first one. He's like, oh, I already got a Mullins ball, so you can have this one.
AJ got plenty of shit. He didn't need the ball, dude. He got free jerseys, autographs on the field. He's a beast, dude. He made the Cedric Mullins meme. Like, I don't know why he gets the ball. Like, he didn't get the ball. Zack Hample got the ball, earned the ball.
Because
he's
Zack
the ball
Hample
guy.
has 8 million fucking balls, Joe. That's why.
Hard earned, and he earned every single one of them.
And Joe, I don't know.
You know
if
what's
you've
funny?
noticed...
Is something that
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, what's something that nobody picked up on but me is that Zack Hample caught the ball, and in the picture that was posted by Cespedes Family Barbecue, he's next to a Zack Hample wannabe guy who does what everyone accused Zack Hample of doing, got caught on camera, literally taking a ball out of a fucking kid's glove, taking it out, and ran away. And I just want to bring attention to that because I'm not really explaining it well, but if someone can look up the video of this guy stealing the ball,
I get there's a guy in the picture with Zack Hample who also catches home run balls, but he doesn't distribute them the way Zack Hample says he does. He actually took a ball out of the glove of a child who had caught the ball. So Zack Hample wannabe didn't even catch the ball, snaked it out of the glove of a child, and then took off running.
Yeah, it's the funniest clip of all time.
That's unfortunate.
It was a young adult. I wouldn't say it was a child. It was a young adult, but it is a very bad look. They put it on the news, and it's just funny they're there at the same time. The kid was probably 19.
Yeah.
The guy who caught it is probably like 45.
Yeah, 19, 45, those are street legal ages. Like, we can work this out. Unbelievable, Joe.
I'm just saying Zack Hample was not the worst guy in the outfield during that game. Not even close.
Debatable. Jay, hey, do you have any Bryce Miller nugs by any chance?
Oh, you know I do.
Oh, shit, Jay, hey!
He's made 5 starts, 31 and a third innings pitched. He's allowing a slash line of, these are real numbers, a 123, 155, 160. That's good for a 315 OPS. So that's if for context, that's kind of Javier Baez pre-benching. Everyone is hitting like Javier Baez pre-benching against Bryce Miller. Put it into historical context.
Yeah.
If we look at in the wild card era, through your first 5 games as a pitcher, minimum 25 starts, his 1.15 ERA is the lowest since Zach Duke.
Ooh,
in
Zach.
2005. We all remember that Zach Duke run to start his career. Is he? That
That's
was
right.
before people were really into the prospect game fully too. So not everybody knew, like, is this guy legit? Is this what we should be expecting from him? Turns out no. But he had a 0.87 ERA through his first 5. Bryce Miller 1.15. He also has 28-3 strikeout to walk ratio. So maybe he has the stuff to go along with it. But another hot start last night.
Jay,
Sarah Langs.
Nobody in the last 100 years, nobody in the last 100 years has pitched 30 plus innings in their first 5 starts and not allowed 26 or more batters to reach base. Okay. Bryce Miller's first 5 starts, as you said, 31 and a third innings, 17 total base runners. They're hitting.
Sarah Langs had the tweet. Bryce Miller is the first pitcher since at least 1901 to go 6+ innings and allow 4 hits or fewer in each of his first 5 career appearances.
It's been incredible to watch. I watched his fucking debut. I just watched it again last night. Like, the dude has elite fastball stuff. Spin rate, 99 percentile. Not afraid to challenge guys, 95 plus. The breaking balls are there. I think they're hitting over 3. They're hitting 333, I think, on the curveball going into the game last night. Outside of that, I think their next best success rate is against the fastball opponents, hitting 111 on that. They're hitting under 100 on everything. Like, it's an embarrassment of success right now.
Well, and David Adler this morning, following this most recent start, made note too that it's like, it's not just that his fastball is nasty; it's that he throws it all the time. Among starters, highest 4-seam fastball usage. Bryce Miller at just under 68%.
67.
Kopech's next at 63. So yeah, pretty wild. That it's just like you kind of know it's coming or whatever, and people still can't hit it.
But this is the progression for him, is when you have a fastball like that and you're a young kid and you come up to the big leagues and maybe it gets touched, you can shy away from the fastball. You can start spraying the fastball. And then you start to see guys really go to their secondary offerings, their bread and butter that has been wiping guys out in AAA, that has probably gotten them the look that they're getting at the moment because they've generated some swing and miss on that pitch. Well, now you have big league lineups eliminating the fastball because you can't command that. And then they're sitting on your breaking ball because you're showing that. And you're going to hang one and they're going to fucking hammer it. And then he gets scared of the breaking ball. And all within about an inning and a half or so, they've got you scared to throw your fastball because it's never been hit like it's getting hit now. They've got you scared to throw your breaking ball because you're used to wiping guys out with that. And now they're fouling it off and they're putting it in play with authority. So you get chased back to the fastball. And now you're scared to throw that over the plate. And you watch that happen time and time again. So when you see a guy come up and have the confidence to throw his fastball as much as he's throwing it and dominate with it the way he is, that is special. And that is why you keep an eye on guys performing the way he is, because what comes behind the usage of the fastball is confidence in the breaking stuff. And the confidence is going to grow because he's going to get terrible swings on it like I'm watching him get, because the fastball is what it is.
Well, and it's funny that you said over the plate with the fastball and that they can get scared of throwing it over the plate. And that's like literally the exact opposite of what's happening. I just want to give Dave Adler a shout again. He had some more, breaking it down even further. He ranks in the top 5 among starting pitchers in percent of pitches in the strike zone. He ranks number 1 among starting pitchers in percent of pitches in the heart of the strike zone. And he ranks number 1 among starting pitchers in percent of pitches middle in the strike zone. So these are It's like George Kirby's, strike throwing ability with like Spencer Strider's fastball nastiest kind of is what we've seen so far. Yeah.
I said last night on the broadcast, I said, what you're going to see tonight is a young man walk out there with a fastball and essentially ask this lineup how far they think they can hit it. And he's going to give them every opportunity to do so. And Jay Hay just put numbers to that statement that I made last night. Here it is. Fucking 95 Broadway. You think you got it? Doubtful.
Sarah also had this tweet. Bryce Miller's 5 consecutive outings of at least 6 innings pitched and 5 or fewer base runners and is 1 outing shy of tying the longest such streak since at least 1901, held at 6 by 2022 Jacob deGrom, 2022 Shane McClanahan, 2016 Clayton Kershaw, and 2015 Zack Greinke. That is from Jay Hay wedding attendee Sarah Langs.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bryce.
Slangs on
Bryce
sports.
Real deal. Yeah. Yeah, throw her a follow. S Langs on sports. Yeah, that is it's quite the way to start your big league career, is by putting together stretches that prime Jacob deGrom, Clayton Kershaw, Zack Greinke have put together. Not bad. Not bad at all. Baseball season's rolling. It's the best time of the year, and there are games all day, every day. And when I'm watching all the games and recording all these podcasts every week, it can be tough to get a handle on it all. But thanks to the Xfinity 10G network, I can stay on top of everything. With Xfinity 10G, you can power an entire house full of devices with ultra low lag, so you and everyone you know can stream every single game at the same time and never miss a pitch. And if you're on the go, Dallas, maybe look into this. Xfinity has your back with millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. Introducing the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. The future starts now. Learn more at xfinity.com/10G. What do we got for series that we're looking forward to this weekend before we get out of here? Looking at, the Sox got an off day today, which is nice. We got Dodgers Rays this weekend. That'll be good.
The Andrew Friedman Bowl.
Yep. Padres Yankees, if you're into that sort of thing. Cardinals Guardians, a showdown of 2 teams that should be better, but they're just simply not. Phillies Braves, the Joe Bowl. That's going to be a tough one, Joe. Who are you going to root for?
I don't know, man. I'm torn. I mean, I guess you got to root for the home team. I'll go for the Braves this weekend.
Okay.
Yankees,
all right.
Friars start up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out
Friday
Nationals
game
Royals.
is a Apple TV game.
Oh, brutal. I haven't watched one yet this year. I have not watched one.
Check them out. Great camera quality.
Yeah, the camera quality is great. It's a pain in the balls.
The best camera in sports production is the fucking Skycam in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
The best
say,
cam
Jay?
in sports.
I was going to say one matchup that we didn't mention that's going to be pushing and pulling the podcast in different directions is Pirates Mariners.
Yeah.
And Friday's
Mitch
pitching
Keller,
matchup
George
is
Kirby.
Mitch Keller, George
Yes.
Kirby. So
yes, it
something
is
to watch there.
Yeah. Wow. Astros A's this weekend.
Oh man, that's a
Compelling.
good one.
Big divisional matchup.
That is really good.
What I'm really excited about. You
Jeff
want to know what I'm really
Bagwell,
excited
Jason Giambi, Barry Zito. What? Sorry.
Mhm.
Seeing Framber again. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Boulder Shoulders.
Log on to the DraftKings Sportsbook and place that bet right now.
Woo.
Mm.
Love that. Any final thoughts today, gentlemen?
I have some in there a little long, if you don't
Go
mind.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So a Twitter person, I'll go fast. It's pitching, Dallas. You'll be okay. A Twitter person hit me up and asked. He said his friends or coworkers or something were not convinced that Zack Greinke was a Hall of Famer after, I believe, spurred on by the Jason Stark thing that you mentioned yesterday. And he said if I could provide some stats to help convince his people that Zack Greinke's a Hall of Famer. So I went ahead and did that, and I just want to run them off really fast. Hopefully this gets the job done for you.
Yeah.
Why is Zack Greinke a Hall of Famer? All right, he's third among active pitchers in wins above replacement. The only people who are ahead of him are Justin Verlander and Clayton Kershaw. He's ahead of Max Scherzer.
Hall of Famers.
Those four people are a tier above everybody else that's active in baseball right now. If you like peak, 2009 was one of the 20 greatest pitching seasons as measured by wins above replacement in the last 100 years. In the wild card era, only 7 pitchers have logged multiple 8-win seasons. So, yeah, you like peak, but you like it over multiple seasons. Okay, so only 7 pitchers. Those are Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, Roy Halladay, Justin Verlander, Curt Schilling, Roger Clemens, and Zack Greinke. His ranks among pitchers in the live ball era: wins above replacement, 21st, ERA plus, tied for 34th, and strikeout to walk ratio, 7th. This is among all pitchers in basically the last 100 years of baseball. He has 3 top 10 seasons by wins above replacement. He has 4 top 10 seasons by ERA, including 2 ERA titles. He has 5 seasons in the top 10 in innings pitched. He has the 2009 AL Cy Young, so he's got the hardware. He has 4 other top 10 finishes in the Cy Young, and he's a 6-time Gold Glover, so he fielded his position as well. If that's not a Hall of Famer, I honestly don't know what is among modern pitchers. So there you go.
I got more stats for
Please
Greinke too.
pile on.
Yeah.
He once stopped a game to propose a fantasy football trade to his catcher in the middle of a game. Okay. He fucking quit baseball, tried to quit baseball to become a trash man when he was the top prospect in baseball. Okay. Had to go to the hospital, I don't know where he went, but he had a panic attack. So like terrible anxiety, terrible social anxiety, quit baseball when he was like 22, came back to do that shit. He struck out 30% of active managers in MLB right now. And yesterday, 5 innings, 1 earned run. And he's what, 39, 40?
Mm.
He's a goat. He's a goat, man.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
And
Dallas?
he spent his innings during COVID in the stands.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just a different cat. He's a different cat.
Brilliant.
Final thoughts, Dallas?
Yeah. No, you know what? I probably shouldn't.
What?
I've had some issues at the establishment that I'm staying at.
Oh, yes.
And I'm just going to make a better decision.
Stay classy
than I was
Dallas.
ready to make 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. High Road Dallas. That's what they call it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Joseph, final thoughts?
I'm just going to put an official warning out for the Texas Rangers. I'm watching you. We're going to do a podcast on Monday. And I don't think you guys are going to be in first place.
Oh, wow. That is a bold take right there.
It is because they're 3 games up right now.
Okay. Well, they would still. Is it a 4-game series?
I didn't flush out the thought that much, dude. I just said it because I see that the Astros are playing well and they're playing the Athletics this weekend. The Angels are playing well and they're playing the Marlins this weekend. And the Texas Rangers, have a tough series coming up. So we'll see. I mean, I've been the ones to call them a fraud on the pod, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I think the Orioles smash them because I like the Orioles too.
So the A's, Dallas, you've got the Mariners again tonight. That's a 4-game set.
4-game set. Mariners tonight, and then Astros when we get home.
Okay, so Astros this weekend, Mariners tonight. Over under 10.5 wins by the next podcast. Jay, hey, what are you taking on the Oakland A's 10.5 win total?
Over.
They're gonna win a game this weekend.
I think I think they get to double ones.
Wow, they're gonna get a game either tonight or this weekend. Joe, over under 10.5 Oakland A's victories by our next podcast recording.
Stop. Let's make it even funner for you. I can't believe I'm even participating in this, but do you know who they play after they play the Astros?
No, I do not.
Check that, Joe.
Braves.
Braves?
Oh, I got it circled, buddy.
Damn.
Yep. Gonna get to see old friends.
Joe, what do you got?
Murph and Ole and
Yikes.
Yeah. They're all coming back to town, man. Completely different guys. You probably won't even recognize them. I'm going to give them the over for sure. I think they win tonight. What about tonight, Carabas?
What about tonight? Tonight, Carabas. Say something. What's that pitching matchup tonight look like? That is...
It's Sears.
Sears versus Gilbert. Showdown for the ages. Don't miss it. 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard. Smells like
tough.
Smells like a win for the green and gold. I don't know.
Could be an upset. I mean, hey, Gilbert's tough, but like Dallas said, they got some rookies over there in the A, in the A.
Yep.
Not the A, but the team with an A on their hat. One of the 4 teams, the Athletics, the O.
Yeah. What if the A's just hauled off 4 straight wins before the next pod?
I'll quit the podcast. We'll do that. Official bet.
Yeah, Joe. If the A's take the series, we're gonna need to work something out
for the Braves. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a bet.
Hey,
right,
Joe, just let you know, if you win the bet, Dallas doesn't do what you say. So
what?
Yeah,
no, what are you talking about?
That is
not true.
Yeah, no, it is true. He owes me a Fernando Tatis Jr. jersey, and he was supposed to clean my apartment and made out.
He
He's
owes
lost
me,
like 3 bets.
He owes me a lot of shit too. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I'm gonna itemize that shit and send that invoice after this pod. All right.
Please do. Dallas is the king of like, if he beats you in a bet, then he'll make it like a whole public thing until you finally pay up. But if he loses, he'll go years and just be like, I'm just waiting for you to forget about it.
Yeah, we had that one.
For one, you can't even
bet.
recall there was never ever a bet between you and I that had a Tatis jersey attached to it. Never,
yes,
ever,
there
ever.
was. Yep.
We had that one bet.
I get tweets about it all the time.
Who was better looking?
No, you don't.
I won that bet, and you owed me $10,000.
$10,000.
Oh.
Jay.
Oh wow, Jay. Speaking of, look, someone gets a fucking decent looking avatar drawn of them, and now look at the fucking guy. Now listen to him.
Just pay up.
Fucking incredible.
So I don't know.
Right.
Just,
so Joe, you're gonna owe me. Yeah. So probably a Ole and Murph jersey. It's fine. We can go that route.
2 jerseys for one series.
We gave him both of those players. So yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is fair. Like odds wise, it should be.
Okay. And then if I win, you give me their phone numbers.
I'll give you.
I'll
give you their phone
I
numbers.
can text them all the time. Good game, bros. We're gonna have a group chat.
I have 2 Matt Olsons in my phone, and I never text the right one the right thing.
No, dude. Hey, I can't tell you how many times I have texted rants to Ole that were meant for my agent, whose name is Matt Olson.
Yes,
Ole's just like,
same guy. Yeah.
And Ole's just like, dude, you good?
You're good, dude.
And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I'm like, good. What the, like, is that your fucking response? Oh, that's Ole. Shit. Yeah, no, everything's good. Ole, how you doing, bud?
Yeah. We almost got Matt Olson to come to Kowloon that one year. What was that? 2019 when the A's were in town.
19.
Yeah. He was all in. Something came up, but he was down to go to Kowloon. So I don't know if
that's why the Braves got him. The guy's down to go out. They need to go home.
Yeah.
No kids.
Guy wants Kowloon.
Little league game. No, we're going to the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, that's why you love Ole. Refused to go to his family reunion 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And how bad do you want it? All right. Enjoy your weekend of baseball. We'll be back on Monday. Appreciate you guys listening, and we'll see you then.
Wow.